a lot of teams in the AFC could make it to the Super Bowl easily because you've got all of the usual participants in the AFC out. Look at how many quarterbacks have appeared in the AFC Championship game over the last 22 years. It's like 5 or 6 in terms of it's always the same guys in the game, and now they're all eliminated. Right. So of course you're looking at what Josh Allen. The story of the day yesterday. There was a ton of football news yesterday, right? A ton. The football story of the day yesterday was what Buffalo did to New England as New England's trying to wrestle the top of the division from them. And all I'm listening to during the game, Drake May's blocking down the field. Everything's about, he's the MVP, he's the MVP, he's the MVP. No, he's not. No, he's not. The MVP played in the other huddle. The MVP is the guy who scores 4 touchdowns a game, 10 times more than anyone else since 2020. And it's the guy who came back from 21 down, or what was it? Yeah, it was 21 down. The Patriots had the longest streak in league history of if they're up 17 at home, it was 120 games. They never lose the game, and they lost it yesterday.
As someone that just reps the Shield, though, I came away bummed overall because of what happened to Mahomes. Like,
you rep the Shield?
I rep the Shield, and I wanted to see Josh see if he could go through that quarterback. And now Josh Allen doesn't look like he has to go through the quarterbacks that Dan highlighted. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow,
Still
Patrick Mahomes.
Not going to get to the Super Bowl.
You don't think Josh?
No.
Like, you've been firing off the definitive takes.
Their window's closed.
You've been saying the Chiefs are done and Josh Allen's not making the Super Bowl. I think Josh Allen's
racking
odds,
up some W's over
the odds reflect this if you check DraftKings Sportsbook. Odds improved with what happened over the football weekend.
Buffalo's going to go on the road, win 3 games in the playoffs?
Well, they may not have to. They're still alive in that division.
Yeah, I mean, the series is tied 1-1, so it'll come down to division record. Right now, Buffalo's a game back in the division and a game back overall.
I understand.
New England's still pretty much in charge.
I understand your point in theory. Like, is Josh Allen going to go through 3 road games potentially? And as Dan highlighted, Bo Nix doesn't scare anybody. He just showed you what he can do climbing back from a 21 hole at Foxborough. If there's a quarterback equipped that you feel confident in going through these other quarterbacks in the AFC, it's certainly Josh Allen.
I mean, if he doesn't win this year, Josh Allen, he's never going to win.
Well, I don't want to do always and never. I do want to highlight a couple of things that are aberrations. One of them, the Bills 6 times this season, 6, that defense has allowed a rusher to have 185 plus yards. The other team has had 185 or more rushing yards 6 times. Josh Allen's 4-2 in those games. What's happening with Josh Allen is something that, of the remaining quarterbacks, this can only be said, I believe, of 1, not 2, not 3 of the remaining quarterbacks. If you're on defense, you fear him on 3rd and 11, and you fear him on 4th and 4. You desperately want the Bills to punt on 4th and anything because he's going to scramble around back there and make plays when he's down 14-3 last week in the game. And they look beat against the Bengals on 4th and 4. It doesn't matter against him. You are terrified on defense because he's different than any player in the league. In terms of how much he can just patchwork his team to be 4-2 when they stink at stopping the run.
And outside of James Cook, like, who's he throwing the ball to, right? It's a couple of tight ends. It's Khalil Shakir. Like, they don't really have anybody that's super dominant. It's just Josh Allen willing every single second of the game.
He's a different quarterback than anybody else. And when the score yesterday, I think at one point was 24-3 or 24-7, and they showed Mike Vrabel on the sideline, just with a huge grin, and you could tell his vibe was, we have this game.
He looked like he thought, like, we're the best team now.
We have this game. And I said to my wife, has he watched Josh Allen play? Has he watched Josh Allen go to work?
He looked really overconfident.
He did, and that was not a deficit that was safe with Josh Allen.
You see, he got his wife pregnant, Josh Allen. It's big news over the weekend, too.
Congrats to them.
Yeah, how about that?
I'm watching the announcers in that game, and the Patriots go up 7-0, and they start having the MVP conversation.
It's not winning the MVP.
Well, the color man, though, says, when they ask him who's the MVP, the color man says, right now, at 7-0, Drake May's the MVP, and they wanted so badly to make the story that when Henderson, who's Saquon Barkley reincarnated in the open field, when Henderson is going 75 yards with a touchdown and Drake May is blocking for him, the announcers, I can hear them getting out of their seat to celebrate. Look at the quarterback running down the field, making a block 70 yards down the field.
Cool.
He is the MVP. No, he's not. It's the other guy.
Block is putting it strongly, too.
It
He just got in the way. He ran down the field and just kind of like
stride for stride.
A block, though. I mean, that's putting it strongly.
The MVP's in the other conference. Stafford's the MVP.
Yeah, it's number 9.
We didn't hear that at all.
The reigning MVP is in the other huddle, and it has not yet been taken away from him, and neither has the division. Drake May had the chance to do that yesterday. And here's the other thing Josh Allen has, and this one's not small, man. The Patriots are down, and it's 4th and 4, and they've got it at their 21-yard line with all their timeouts and more than 2 minutes in the game, and the announcers are saying the correct thing. You cannot give it back to Josh Allen because the MVP's in the other huddle. You cannot give the football back to Josh Allen because he'll finish you. It's just not something that exists anywhere else. Vrabel coached that game exceptionally well. And at the end, the other quarterback is there, and you fear him, and so you go for it on 4th and short at your own 21-yard line, and the game's over.
I couldn't believe the theater yesterday watching the NFL. For Week 15, you have, is this the end for the Chiefs questions? You have Buffalo having a Waterloo moment, needing to come back from 21-0 and telling Drake May, no, the division isn't yours yet. You're wondering aloud if you're ever going to see Joe Burrow again.
Is Trevor Lawrence good?
Myles Garrett is chasing a record for sacks in Week 15.
I was locked into Phillip Rivers. I watched that whole game. I really enjoyed watching Phillip Rivers yesterday.
A lot of people did. I do think that something has changed with Jacksonville, and it's making Jacoby Myers their number 1 receiver. It's made them less incompetent at some of the very basic things on offense that they were just super sloppy.
ETN's awesome, too.
He is.
In spurts.
But I thought that Brian Thomas was a number 1 receiver, and he is not. And soon as they moved him from number 1 receiver, all of a sudden their offense got a whole lot more consistent.
Well, remember, during the bye week, Liam Cohen said, all right, we're going to give Travis Hunter the ability to be kind of like our 1A guy, and BT will be another guy on the other side. And then Travis Hunter gets hurt. Then all of a sudden they have it flux. They trade for Jacoby Myers, and their offense has been awesome since then.
Well, I want to ask all of you this question, because we spend a lot of time talking about football around here, and any Monday I can come in here and say, hey, who do you guys think, which guards played well yesterday? And nobody would have the answer to it. I want to submit to you guys, based on what you've seen of the Bills' defense and statistics, do you think that for the Bills, yes or no question, Joey Bosa has had a good season? Yes or no?
No, not a great season. I think he's done well.
Let me do it another way. 5 sacks is what he's got this season.
Okay.
Has he had a good season? Yes or no? 5 sacks,
That's
Joey
a good
Bosa.
At his age, that's a good season.
I mean, he made a game-saving play.
Well, this is what I was going to say. He is causing more fumbles than anyone in the league. And to me, if I can have that as an ability, if I could get that from somebody, caused 5 fumbles, that person has had a good season, almost no matter what else they've done. If you can lead the league in caused fumbles, you have had a good season just with that. I just don't know that we measure that position very well. We usually do it with sacks. And so just about anybody listening to this, if I say 5 sacks for Joey Bosa, they'd be like, that's 1 every 3 games. That's not great.
Right. But he was a good add to a defense that needed him.
Yeah, but they haven't stopped anybody this year. They haven't been good at defense, and they haven't been great at pass rush, which I thought they were going to be.
They probably lose that game if he doesn't make that pass deflection. Wide open receiver there. The last line of defense was Joey Bosa's arms, and he got him up, and now we're talking about how the Bills wouldn't let the Patriots take the division.
Which is exactly what happened in Foxborough yesterday. Those fans, spoiled, entitled, earned arrogance, those fans thought halfway through that game, this is us. eliminating the Bills as the top of this division, and then the entire stadium is rolling backward, afraid of Josh Allen at the end because you know what's in the other huddle. What are you smiling about?
Whatever. It's two teams that neither one of them are going to win the Super Bowl.
Who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Like you're just so definitive in like burying teams that are right now like odds-on favorites. So who do you have?
If I ask you right now, Bills and Patriots to win the Super Bowl or the field, what are you going with?
I'll take the Bills.
Field.
Really?
I'll take the Bills.
Field.
I'll take the Bills.
You just lost money and I won money.
I think this is how the story goes.
Chargers have a chance. They have a chance.
They're odds.
One of the greatest
Chargers
coaches.
are
I locked in a Chargers AFC because I couldn't believe their odds. They were like north of plus 1,000. I understand like the alt injury. Their O line is like they're killing Justin Herbert, but their defense is good enough that they got a shot in these. I like that as a flyer, but I think the stars are aligning for the Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills are going to be much better on defense when they get Ed Oliver back. That's a big, huge reason why everybody's running the ball against them. When Ed Oliver is healthy again, which should be soon, I think the Bills are appreciably better on defense.